Okay, sorry everyone, once again. Okay, now that you can see my slides, I'll go back over what I was saying. So we are expecting some cooler and breezy conditions tonight, and winds will pick up and be the coolest of the season. We'll see wind chills down into the 20s. We do have a slight chance of rain Friday, and then more fair, seasonable, drier weather returns this weekend. Small craft advisories are in effect for all waters, and then we'll have gale watches in effect until early Saturday morning as well. And we do have a few weather headlines out across the state of Virginia right now. We have a freeze watch in parts of southeast Virginia and northeast North Carolina. In our viewing area, there is a potential for us to upgrade that into a freeze warning. We're taking a look at that now, so make sure you check out our website for updates onto that. We have a winter weather advisory in the far west of the state for tonight. There is a chance for any winter weather. And then we have small crafts in all of our coastal waters in effect now, and then we'll have gale watches in effect Friday night into early Saturday as well. So the weather pattern for this week is going to be mostly dry for our area. That rain is getting caught up in the mountains from the leftover of that low pressure from that cold front we had last night. We are going to see high pressure return this weekend and early next week. And then the middle of next week, we're going to be monitoring this low pressure that is over Texas here in the bottom right graphic as it moves towards our area eastward. And that could bring the next chance of rain Tuesday and another frontal passage. So for the expected rainfall, there isn't a whole lot. The eastern shore in Maryland has the highest potential chance for rainfall. Still not going to be a lot and not the drought buster we need. So here you can see over the next 7 days, we are not expecting a whole lot in terms of rainfall, maybe just over a quarter of an inch, but overall not a lot. The big story is going to be the winds. We do have big breezy conditions Friday night, and we could see max wind gusts in the low 30s inland and then above 40 miles per hour for most of the coastal waters. So this is Friday night going into Saturday, and the gusts that we're seeing are not expected to be as high as last night when that cold front passed through, but they will be still enough for a gale watch that we have in effect during that time frame. And then tonight, we are expecting cool temperatures. The low temperatures are expected to be in the low 30s, and then we'll have sustained winds around 15 miles per hour. So that will give us a wind chill in the mid 20s for tonight. Our forecast summary for the next few days, we see that today and tomorrow are going to be the cooler days in the forecast period, and then we're going to gradually see temperatures start to warm up into early next week. Same with the lows as well, and the gusts are still pretty elevated over the land right now, and then we'll see an increase Friday night into Saturday morning, and then Sunday into Monday winds will decrease significantly. Our marine wind probabilities here in the center graphic shows the gale force winds, and we can see that there is a high probability throughout all coastal waters for that, which is why we have that gale watch out, and we'll most likely need a gale warning, but we'll see how models trend for this event, and even a low likelihood for storm force winds as well during this time frame. So that's Friday night into Saturday. So we can see that that risk is high for Friday and Saturday, and then it starts to decrease a little bit Sunday. It's still elevated in portions of the area, and then the bay will stay higher Monday into Tuesday as well. So we'll be monitoring any small craft advisories that will be needed for that time frame as well. So along with those maximum winds that we were talked about earlier that are remaining well elevated, we're going to have increased wave heights between 5 to 7 throughout most of the waters, and they will stay elevated with those winds, and the bay will continue to remain elevated even after that gale watch is over. So here again, we can see those winds are pretty elevated now until Friday afternoon, and then they ramp up into Saturday, and then they start to decrease pretty rapidly. So that way, Sunday and Monday will be below any small craft advisories. Same with the wind heights. The wind heights are increasing around the same time as the winds do, and then drop off afterwards as well. Our draw monitor shows that most of our region did improve slightly and are now in a D0, but we still do have extreme drought D2 in the eastern shore and the northern section of our area. And it doesn't look like we're going to be getting any of that rain that we need anytime soon, unfortunately. So looking overall in that outlook, our temperatures are going to be near normal, which is actually going to be cooler than what we've been seeing recently. We've been slightly above average for the last few weeks. So temperatures overall will be a little bit cooler. So that's going to be highs in the upper 50s near Richmond and Norfolk, and then mid 50s towards Salisbury, and lower 60s in Elizabeth City. And then the precip outlook is slightly above normal, and that's just going to be from that low pressure that's going to be moving from Texas eastward into our area. So here are the highlights once again, and thank you.